Hey all, 118 Set Shadow here. So, as I promised in a prior Market Watch, I'm going to cover a little prediction I have for what's coming up next for the Glitters series. With Divinez Set 6 coming out soon, and the climax of the Cross epic in terms of the Glitter arc, I think this is going to be quite interesting. And so, for a little background to start, I'm going to talk about what the Glitters are. To start off, the Glitters are a series of cards that were introduced with the standard format in the Overdress series. They're also in the Cross epic, which is accessible via Bushiroad's Japanese website right now. I don't know if they have an English translation yet, but basically what the Glitters are a series of units from the 5 main nations, along with partners for each of them, that are searching for what is called the Fire Regulus, a powerful item with unspeakable different powers that can grant some kind of interesting abilities. So the different units that are available right now include Rorowa from Stoichia, Thegrea from Cater's Sanctuary, Eva from Brantgate, Tamayura from Dragon Empire, and Chaos from Dark States. These are the 5 units that are seeking the Fire Regulus along with their partners. There's also Michu from Lyrical Monasterio, who I will reference a few times in the course of this video. So, that's the general background of what the characters are. And to talk about the news that is upcoming for them, the thing is, in Japan, we are going to be getting a new set as part of the Divine series of booster packs for standard format. And it's going to release in early December. It's been confirmed that the only nations that are supported with this set are Dragon Empire, Cater's Sanctuary, Dark States, Brantgate, and Stoichia. So, these nations are supported, which means Lyrical Monasterio won't be available within this set. Now, the other thing that's coming is a new Regulus piece that is supposed to be the Fire Regulus. And with this, the way I take that is this set is also going to signal the climax of the whole glitter arc in the Cross epic, which probably means that this is going to be the last set of very mainstream support when it comes to the glitters. We might get some more promos down the line, but this is likely going to be the last set where we're going to see any really big support. So I have a lot of anticipation as to what we'll get here. One thing I will say that I don't think is going to be the case anymore is that when you look at the artwork for this booster set, you can see that it features Rorowa, and it also features a G unit from Gear Chronicle called Chronos Command Dragon. So my initial thought was that I wouldn't have thought Chronos Command Dragon would appear in the artwork of an actual unit of the Glitters, so I thought this was just going to be another order card. But then I noticed that Rorowa's name has already been confirmed within the artwork of this card. So, more than likely it is just going to be another grade 3 Rorowa. And it's very likely the same thing is going to happen with the other glitters. So, it's very unlikely we're going to see a different order, especially given that the Fire Regulus is coming as a Regulus piece, and that is also confirmed. So, without further ado, here is what I think will happen. To start off with, let's go over how the glitters work today in decks. So glitters have support from set 5, set 8, and set 11. Set 8 is of little consequence when it comes to this discussion, as it provides new support and new versions of the partners of each of these cards. Like for Rorowa, we had Radlina, and we got a newer form of Radlina in set 8. The main sets to be concerned about here are set 5 and set 11. Set 5 is where the glitters came out first. Like for Once Precious Thing Rorowa is the original grade 3 glitter for Rorowa's series. In set 11, we got a Verticent Flash Rorowa, which works by riding on top of the original and then binding the original from Soul to gain additional abilities. In addition to these grade 3s, over the course of the game we also got tournament promos like this one, Everspring Hunter Emerance. All of these promos have something in common where they allow you to put them to soul if you have the corresponding grade 3 name, and then ride the corresponding grade 3 from set 11. Like in the case of Emerance, if you have a Rorowa Vanguard, you can put this card to soul to search for Vertisan Flash Rorowa and ride it, and Persona Ride on top of that based off of the original. However, if you rode this turn, you cannot Persona Ride. That is the restriction of all of these ride searchers. And then they have additional abilities as well. So, just to summarize how it works, the Set 5 variant for One's Precious Thing Rorowa can be used with Everspring Hunter Emerance, and then Emerance will search your deck for Vertisan Flash Rorowa and ride it on top of the original, which can be done without the promo, but the promo gives this whole engine more consistency. So here is my prediction. What's going to happen with this whole setup is the original grade 3 from set 5 is going to be made redundant. The new grade 3s that we should be getting with Divinez Set 6 will be used in place of the originals from set 5. Now, my reasoning for this, there are a few different points to it. The first is that because the original grade 3s also got reprinted in Triple Drive, it's very easy to get a hold of them now. And in addition, because the Clash of Heroes set 11 grade 3s work purely in tandem with the promos, if these new grade 3s did not have any correspondence with the promo, and they did not have the original name of the set 5 grade 3s, then that would make both the set 11 variant of the grade 3 as well as the promo completely irrelevant. And Bushiroad does try to avoid making older versions irrelevant in most cases. This way, players feel like they maintain some value in holding on to their older cards. There have been exceptions, of course, like with Shoujo Doji and Arcite, but that actually has a side effect of even further promoting this prediction. When you look at Arcite and Shoujo Doji, for instance, from set 8 to Divinez Set 3, they invalidated the older grade 3s and basically replaced them outright. So that's why I believe these newer variants of the glitters will do the same thing. Not to mention, even though they're not glitters themselves, Shoujo Doji and Arcite have ties to the glitter units. Arcite, for instance, is Eva's sister, and Shoujo Doji is one of Tamayura's rivals, if I'm not mistaken. So that is my prediction for what's going to happen with Rorowa, as well as the other glitters that you can see right here, between Eva, Chaos, Tamayura, and Lyrical Monasterio's Michu, which won't get the support in Divinez Set 6, but it will likely get the support in a different Lyrical Monasterio set that should be coming sometime after. There's no confirmation yet, but that's very likely to be the case. But you might be asking yourself now, I'm showing you Michu, and then I'm showing you 3 of the other units, but what about Cater Sanctuary's Thegrea? I didn't show you that. So Thegrea is a different case, where it's an oddball in terms of just how it's been supported from set 5 all the way to now. Compared to the other main glitter units, Thegrea has 2 grade 3 variants that were introduced in set 5. One who walks the path of light, and one who blooms in the dark. So Thegrea is a light-darkness unit, which continuously keeps on changing itself in order to use its skills. Each one can persona ride off of the opposite. And the variant that we got from set 11, Epi de Justice, works in tandem with that, allowing you to facilitate the persona ride by riding itself and searching the other component in case you did not grab it in order to persona ride on its own. This allows you to persona ride the other copy from Soul and then use it as normal. And the other thing that's different is Knight of Evil / Mayrig, which is the tournament promo that's used in tandem with Thegrea. Compared to the other promos, this one only works if your opponent is at least grade 3, and it does not work in the same format. It specifically searches out Thegreas for you, and then it either allows you to put them all into Soul, or if you search Epi de Justice, it lets you ride it immediately. Then Epi de Justice has the ability to perform Persona Ride on top of that with its own skill. So this one is somewhat different in comparison to how it works compared to the other glitters. So the way I take Thegrea, there are at least two routes I can think of. The first is the new grade 3 that we'll get for Thegrea, if we do get one, is that it'll replace One Who Walks the Path of Light. The other way I see it is that it could actually replace Epi de Justice. This is the way that I see it. I don't know exactly how it would end up working overall with mechanics, but one thing I have a pretty strong feeling about is that no matter what we get, One Who Blooms in the Dark Thegrea is still going to be the overall end result of whatever the support is going to be. The whole idea of this whole arc for Thegrea is she begins with being a knight and a sense of justice that eventually blooms into a desire for revenge. And to keep that theme, that motif going, One Who Blooms in the Dark Thegrea is likely to be the end result no matter what kind of support Thegrea ends up getting. So either Epi de Justice or One Who Walks the Path of Light will probably be made irrelevant. We'll just have to see which one though. I hope you enjoyed this theory video, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe. And thank you all for watching. I will see you guys later.